You know what? I'll just say this. Is the grocery store gonna get mad at me if I complain about the carts not being returned?
Wait, what?
Like if I come on the podcast and complain about something or talk about something,
Yeah.
am I supposed to talk about no people, places, or things while I'm here?
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
The lie detector has determined that is a lie. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope that you're having a really good day so far. If you are new here, welcome, hello. My name is Taylor. I come to you from Baltimore City, Maryland, and here on my YouTube channel, I feature content that is generally focused on knitting and spinning. In today's episode of what I call the Thread to Mend podcast, I'm gonna sit down, I'll share with you the things that I'm currently working on, and I wanted to review my recent purchases from the Sephora VIB sale because it has just been my total obsession in recent weeks, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. Before we dive into this week's podcast, I do want to give a shout out to two of my favorite things. One of them is this YouTube channel that I discovered many months ago. I want to say maybe a year or so now. But she posted a video today that I just enjoyed so much. It was so fun. It was so funny. And she really does some incredible work on that she shares on her YouTube channel. Her channel name is Garden Queen, and I wanted to shout her out in this video because I know a lot of you, I talk about my gardening a lot of the time. Some of you out there garden as well or enjoy watching gardening on YouTube, and I want to give her a shout out because I want to send all of you to her channel. If you're watching this video now, I want you to go to Garden Queen's channel. I'm going to link to her recent video below so that you can find it simply. After you watch this one, go click on that link, go to her channel, give her video a like, and if you enjoy her content, leave a comment on her channel telling her hello. I really want to surprise Garden Queen with like a boost of engagement, and I want to send all of you to her channel because I just really enjoy her passion, her excitement, all of the effort that she puts into her content. I just feel like it's really a fun channel. I really have enjoyed so much of what she has put out here online, and I want to share that with you because you might not have discovered her yet. It's just a lot of fun for me to watch. I hope you might enjoy it too. So there's that. And then I wanted to give a shout out per usual to my favorite candle company, 228 Grant Street. The throw on this candle for the price is amazing. I got this on sale for 25% off. They do offer sales on occasion, so you could subscribe to their website email thing to stay in the loop on that. I don't know when they'll do one again, maybe before the holiday, but I picked that up 25% off, and I think I paid less than $30 for a 16-ounce candle with, again, amazing throw. So cannot recommend that candle company enough. I have been working on Andrea Mowry's Throwover, and I've finished the yoke. I have split the sleeves, and I'm currently knitting the body, and I'm pretty excited about this. I was not sure, so in the instructions, it says to measure the depth of the yoke to a certain, I think it's like 9 inches, and then split for the sleeves, and I wasn't sure. I measured it at 9 inches at that point, and I was just like not sure if the yoke would be deep enough for me, because if you are not new to my channel, you already know I like a lot of depth to my yoke. I think it's because I have broader shoulders for the size of my frame, but I hesitated to split too soon, so I pulled out a raglan pullover, which is my favorite structure shoulder shaping to a sweater. And I laid this over top, and I did notice that the sleeves to my raglan kind of extend straight out, and it seems as though it's not that just the yoke is deeper, it's that I don't know how to explain it, but geometrically it feels like a very different cut than the yoke design, which is done with a few, I think it's just 3 rows where you increase dramatically. So I'm not sure if you can tell, but within this yoke design, there's this kind of slope. And that might have to do with the fact that there's color work and maybe it's knit a little bit tighter than the main fabric, but really I think it has the most to do with the fact that you're kind of only increasing here, here, and then here. So there's, and I might be wrong with exactly where that is, but there's kind of this big block where you're not increasing at all. And I feel like that gives this kind of dramatic slope to the shoulders. And I'm a little bit worried that the broadness of the shoulder to this design is not going to meet the broadness of my shoulders as well as so many other shoulder shapings do, like a saddle shoulder or a drop shoulder or a raglan shoulder shaping. I'm a little bit worried that the yoke shaping is not going to suit me very well. These proportions might work for a lot of people, and it still might work for me. I haven't determined that yet. I'm just a little anxious about the fit, and I think that has to do as well with the fact that this is a worsted weight design. It is color work, so that makes it double thick, and it's a very heavy weighted sweater. So I hope that it works out. I think that once it is blocked, the fibers are going to relax a lot more. I don't think it's going to stretch dramatically, but I feel like everything will sort of settle into place a little bit. We're going to have to see. You know, I hate to sound pessimistic. I'm just being a realist here. I'm not sure that the yoke shoulder shape is the right fit for me. I think that I just have broader shoulders. I did also cast on, I think that this basket is just obscuring my thighs from being too much in your face because I am wearing shorts today. It is in the mid 70s. I'm going to go roller skate after this, and I want to bask in the sunlight of today's weather. It's just so nice outside. But I am currently knitting. I stopped mid-row. I should probably knit to the end of this row so I can just show this off. It's like 1 inch of fabric, if that. But I cast on another Andrew Mowry pattern, which is the Big Cozy. You can see that the design is very textured, utilizing knits and purls. And when you're working flat, you're working the opposite pattern on every other row. So you kind of have to keep your wits about you. I wouldn't recommend drinking while operating this machinery, but I don't drink anyway, so I'm good to go. But I wasn't sure when I swatched for this pattern that I was going to knit the fabric according to this stitch design because there's just so many purls and you are working flat, so there's like nothing simple or consistent. But I do find while working textured patterns such as this, it's the most helpful to count while you're knitting. So it's a 4-stitch repeat. So I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 in my mind as I work. And that just helps me stay on track. And once you get going, it's very simple to know where you're at in the 4-row repeat. So I think that this will be an enjoyable process. It's just not going to be the most mindless because you do have to kind of stop and think about what you're doing. Like right now, I just started working 2 by 2, and that is not what I should have been doing. So this is not the most user-friendly stitch pattern, I'm gonna say. It's just, you know, textured stitches are really not my thing. I was just taking a look at my wardrobe, and I've worked a lot of color work. I have made a lot of color work sweaters and cardigans, and color work is really my favorite thing to do because it's more complicated than stockinette, and yet all you're doing is knitting. So this is coming along slowly but surely. I'm using yarn from my stash that I've purchased many years ago. I've had it for quite some time. Never knew what I was going to do with these 400 grams of yarn, but now I have a project for them. And I feel like this is going to be a labor of love. It is likely to be the most slowest growing project to date, because it's simply 4 rows of 4 stitches for, I want to say out loud the number of inches, but I will refrain because I do not want to share too much of this pattern. The pattern itself is so simple. When you read it, you think to yourself, I could have figured that out, but of course, you know, I didn't. So I'm excited to follow Andrew Mowry's instructions to execute this nice, cozy jacket design, which she came out with like only days, it feels like, but certainly weeks prior to her newest release, which is also a jacket design. I don't anticipate knitting that garment in the future. I think I need to kind of pull back from all of the Andrea Mowry because I'm right now working back-to-back designs, and there's so much out there in the world, you know what I mean? I need to next swatch for Brian's hand-spun sweater. I talked about that last week, and those are the only works in progress I've got going. Since last week's recording, I did finish knitting the linked hat. Again, I've been using Harrisville Designs sheer yarn to work this gorgeous little hat. I'm going to put it on to show you what it looks like. Here we have it. And it's just a nice big beanie. Lots of texture and cables. It seems very complicated, but it is quite simple, and I have made this for my coworker, my boss, who is a very lovely person and very deserving of a nice little accessory like this. And I wanted to, I finished this on Sunday, but I wanted to keep it another week so that I could share with you the finished object, as they say in the knitting world. And yeah, I'm gonna give that to her soon, probably before Thanksgiving, just as a little offering of gratitude, because I really do enjoy getting to spend time with her at work. That's that, and that's the knitting. That's all I got to share with you on the knitting front. Oh, I lied. I have something I hesitate to even talk about because I might change my mind, but I have a really exciting project planned. I have until early May to oh no. Oh no. Okay. I need to look this up right now. Okay, thank God. I almost forgot that I have another project planned when Taylor Swift announced that she is going on tour and playing in Philadelphia the first weekend of May. I decided I have to go. I have to go see Taylor Swift. I know it's going to be expensive, but I feel like it's worth it. It feels like one of those once in a lifetime moments where I have to indulge. And the fact that she is performing a show makes me feel like I have to attempt. I might not succeed, but I have to attempt at recreating one of Taylor Swift's iconic sweater shirts from her Anti-Hero music video. I know that not all of you out there can appreciate Taylor Swift as an artist or even as a person, and I completely understand. We all have our biases, but when she came out with All Too Well in the music video several months ago, I discovered who Taylor Swift really was and is as an entrepreneur and as an artist, and I feel like she is a total
talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing, show-stopping, spectacular
icon. So I'm now a super fan of Taylor Swift. I never thought in a million years that that would be the case. So I'm a full-blown Swiftie. I'm literally wearing Taylor Swift merch, and I cut bangs because like life is too short to not explore alternative styles of hair. And I'm potentially going to knit a sweater shirt from her music video so that I can wear it to her concert, because that's what we do here, right? We knit garments to wear to events, and that will be my journey. And I wasn't sure that I really wanted to knit a t-shirt with Shetland wool, because Shetland wool is a little rustic. It is very insulating because of its woolen spun qualities. But it's what I have in my stash. And I priced out what it might cost me to purchase alternative yarns. Brooklyn Tweed has a lot of different colors in their Peary base, which is a fingering weight yarn. I checked out alternative brands to see what combinations of colors I could come up with there. I wasn't sure that I wanted to go that route either, even though it was way more affordable than Brooklyn Tweed's yarns. So I kind of pulled myself back a little bit and thought, see what you can make work. Because even if I don't have the exact colors to her garment, I might have colors that are close enough. And if I don't have to buy anything, that would be ideal. I really do think I could potentially pull this off without having to buy yarn. And these are the colors from my stash that I came up with. Before I get way too deep, I'm going to put a picture on the screen of the sweater I am referencing. There are, in my mind, two ways I could go about it. I could start from the bottom up and do lots of math to determine the shaping of the V-neck. Or I could work from the top down and kind of figure things out as I go, which will be my plan. I anticipate casting on along the back, neck, and shoulders and working some short row shaping as depicted in the photography that I was able to screen grab, and then continue to work flat. I don't normally do color work flat, but I don't want to steek for the sleeves because I very much want to try this on as I go, especially it being a short sleeve. I really feel like it will be a simple, short and sweet project. Maybe not simple, but at least a short project. Well, since she does wear it tucked in, I don't know what the very bottom of the garment looks like, but I do anticipate using whatever I have yardage for, because I'm not sure that this is going to be enough. And of course, I will share the progress of that journey along with you as it is executed. I anticipate casting that on quite soon. Next, we're going to dive into the things that I've been investing my time and attention into. I spent a lot of my time shopping last week. I know I said in last week's podcast video that I would be done shopping, that I am finished, that I've washed my hands, and
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
so I want to share with you the things that I have purchased that I'm really, really enjoying, some of the things that I've gotten that I did not so much, and just tell you a little bit about my skincare plans and goals and all of that jazz. So if you're interested in hearing about what I picked up from Sephora's VIB sale, keep watching and let me know in a comment below if you enjoy any of these products or if you've thought about buying them. If you have any experience with these, I would love to know what your thoughts are. I'm going to start with a new to me face wash. I actually picked this up a few weeks ago when Sephora was doing a Friends and Family 20% off sale, and I really loved it so much that I bought another because I need a backup, and if I can buy it on sale, why not? It is Dr. Dennis Gross BHA Daily Cleansing Gel. I've really, really enjoyed this product. It does have a really nice gel quality to it that doesn't foam, doesn't really lather, but it really cleans the face very well. I never feel like my skin is tight or dry after using it. I do apply a lot of other products following my cleanse, but even if I just dry my face off and give a few moments between products, I never feel like this dries out my skin or compromises that moisture barrier. So I've really, really been loving this. The other skincare products I haven't yet really used, except I do want to say I picked up this Peter Thomas Roth Instant Firm Eye Temporary Eye Tightener. This was a sample that I redeemed for like 100 points. I don't recommend this. It leaves this weird white film all over your eyes, like you woke up with crust on your face and never wash it off. And I don't know how you can use this product and avoid that from happening. So I can't tell you if it works or not, because after I applied it and I saw that there was crust all over my face, I immediately washed it off. So I don't know that I would recommend this to anybody, even as a sample. Just skip it because it's not worth it. I have a few more skincare products. The first is Paula's Choice AHA BHA Liquid Exfoliant. This is highly recommended by many people. I have used it 1 or 2 times before. I liked the experience and I needed to restock my toner. So this should last me, more than a year. I'm sure it'll take for me to get through that bottle of toner. I also recently purchased Paula's Choice Weightless Advanced Repairing Toner. I haven't really used this all that much, but it does have peptides and resveratrol. The jury's out on this. I really don't know much about it, but I think I might alternate it if I want to skip the AHA BHA exfoliant if that's just a little too much to use twice a day. I think that this would be a nice nighttime to pair with my retinol products. And then I did pick up a Dr. Dennis Gross Dewy Deep Cream, the vitamin C and lactic moisturizer. This I bought because it was 2 full ounces. It was expensive. And this being 2 ounces, that felt like more affordable than it seemed. So I took the risk and I purchased this on sale while I could. I wanted to incorporate a vitamin C product into my skincare routine to kind of help clear some of the acne I've developed in recent weeks and really kind of brighten my skin. So I'm excited to use this. I think I'm gonna use this in the morning and then continue with my CeraVe night cream at night. And I did purchase Dr. Dennis Gross. I kind of feel a little bit of brand loyalty because I loved this cleanser so much. That made me want to buy his moisturizer. And then when I saw this little gift box, I thought I would buy this. Now this is a full-size eye cream and then 2 sample sizes of the retinol moisturizer cream and serum. Each product in this set is 0.5 fluid ounces. And yeah, I've never used a retinol eye cream before. I do use a retinol serum on my skin. I don't avoid my eye area, so I'm going to continue to use that retinol product before I open this up. I'm thinking that I'm actually going to wrap this gift set and put it under the tree for myself so that I have something to open on Christmas and to stop me from utilizing another skincare product when I already have one open. That's something I'm really trying to do, is not over invest in so many products that they go bad before they're all used up. I really want to use everything that I already have first and then go into the new things. So I'm waiting until my Sun By Me toner is complete and finished before I dive into this. And I'm continuing to utilize my IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Moisturizer before I start using this one. Although I have been sampling this product already because I want to make sure that it doesn't pill underneath my makeup, which it has not yet. So I do enjoy layering this product beneath other skincare and makeup products. And those are all of my skincare things. The rest are cosmetics, and that is a lie. I also thought it would be wise to invest in a sunscreen while it's on sale. I did pick up Laneige Hydro UV Defense Sunscreen in SPF 50. The only reason I chose this brand over other brands of sunscreen was because it was SPF 50 and I want maximum protection from the sun. It is fragranced, which I don't love, but it's not a terrible fragrance. It is pretty light, I think. Yeah. It is a light fragrance, but fragrance nonetheless. And I feel like it layers very well. It doesn't make my skin too shiny and bright. But another sunscreen I wanted to recommend is the Innisfree Daily UV Defense Sunscreen. This is a broad spectrum SPF 36. Is this one broad spectrum too? Yes, good. Okay, so 36 versus 50. I went with the 50, but this one is only $15 for the same amount as this. So this is a really affordable brand, really good experience using it. I do like it a lot. I think it's probably a really good winter time sunscreen. So I'm continuing to use, I have like 3 samples of this because every time I saw it available, I selected this to utilize my points. And because this was the only pimple patch that Sephora sells, I bought the 40 pack of the Peace Out Acne Healing Dots. I love these little hydro, whatever, cortic something. These little pimple patches. I love pimple patches. If I'm not recording a podcast and I have a zit anywhere, I'm wearing a pimple patch, baby, and I wear them in public. I have no shame. I will put several pimple patches all over my face, apply my makeup, and wear that shit out into the world because it really helps the process of healing, like rapid healing. And if you wear them at night, just as something creeps up on your skin, half the time it will resolve itself in a day by wearing a pimple patch overnight. Lately, I've been getting a lot of hormonal acne on my cheeks, which is very uncommon for me. I am thinking it might have to do with sugar because when I went to Rhinebeck, I ate a lot of maple cotton candy, and I had been kind of on a maple candy craze in the weeks leading up to it. So I'm cutting out added sugars for a little while, see if that helps, because I don't enjoy the acne. And these pimple patches are not cheap, but I will say I don't really recommend these as the best pimple patch to wear out in public. For some reason, and I didn't anticipate this, they are very dark and they're very big. There are so many brands of pimple patches out there now, and you can find them at stores like Marshall's at a really, really good price. So that's where I would recommend buying your pimple patches if you dare. Okay. The last few things are favorites, and I purchased most of these during the Friends and Family event, and so I've been using them for weeks and really been enjoying them. The first is the Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Wear Concealer. This is the lightest shade in 090. I use this to brighten under my eyes. It's very lightweight. I would guess it has about a medium coverage. I'm not an expert at concealer. I really don't wear a ton of makeup, but it doesn't look cakey. It doesn't look like I've speckled my face full of cream. It is very natural. It really does conceal any pores. Like, it really kind of provides a very nice coverage. It has never creased. Every time I've applied this, it just doesn't crease. I didn't know that that was possible. I thought that all concealers must crease because they all have, but this one does not.
I did not.
I did invest in the 2-pack holiday set of Charlotte Tilbury's setting spray. This was $29 for 2 of these small sample bottles. And I wanted to pick this up because I went through my entire collection of skincare and makeup, and I got rid of everything that is expired. So you may or may not know, at the bottom of a bottle, you'll see a little container icon and it'll say 6, 12, or 24 months. That's the amount of time you have to use something before it could potentially damage your skin or become ineffective. It could spoil. So I got rid of everything and I needed to kind of repurchase the basics, and I thought I would go with Charlotte Tilbury. 1.1 fluid ounces. It has a 12-month shelf life, and I thought with 2 bottles, I could probably stretch that into about 2 years. I don't think that I'll get through a whole ounce in a year. I do wear setting spray every day I wear makeup, which is about 5 or 6 days a week. But I've never used this one before. I read the reviews. They were all great. It said that your makeup will go nowhere. I have used this, I think, 3 times now. And the first day I wore it, with the combination of products I was wearing that day, my makeup looked amazing. My makeup never looked so good. I don't know if it had to do with this or something else. I think that this might have been the only thing that had changed. But the foundation that I'm wearing really matters. And I do enjoy that Hourglass foundation I showed in a recent video. And I've been loving that setting spray so far. And then the last thing I have to show you, I picked up during the Friends and Family event. I've been using it for weeks now, and I've been loving this. And I really want to show love for the Butterfly palette by Hourglass. It has 2 finishing powders here and here, 2 highlighters in the middle and the corner, and then 2 blushes. It has been so good with setting my under eye. It doesn't give that crepiness that other powders do. Every other powder I have in my supply of cosmetics, when I smile, it looks very, very dry. And this powder by Hourglass does not do that, and I appreciate it. I think because it's a pressed formula, it doesn't cake as heavy as a loose powder does, and I think that's the difference. I think setting spray can help with that, but I think the fact that it is pressed and when it's applied, it's in a thinner kind of veil. I've just really been impressed with this setting powder. I also use this one as well. And I like the way that the powders are kind of domed. A lot of the times when you hit pan on a cosmetic like this, you know, you wear away the very center first. And I think that the domed shape of this is going to prevent that from happening too soon. I've also been using the blush and the highlighters. The blush are very similar. They look kind of different in this lighting, but when applied to the face, they look almost the same to me. And I think that they're a really nice shade of blush to wear through the winter. I'm not bronzing the face as much. I don't have as much color to my skin tone. Everything's a little bit more fair. I think that the really bright and rosy, like red blushes look nice through the winter season because it gives you that really fresh, flushed, I've been walking in the cold type of look. And then the highlighters are really nice. This one is super, super subtle. And then this one is very, very bright. These palettes retail at $85, which is not cheap. But when you're getting 6 different products, I think that that's kind of worth it. The mirror is really good. My only complaint is that this hinge is like very wobbly. I wish that when you opened it, it kind of held its shape a little bit better. The artwork on the palette I think is gorgeous. This is something that I get to look at every single day and appreciate. And I really love the care and the attention that went into the making of this. I will say too that the opening of this palette is a little annoying because you kind of have to press your finger between the top and the bottom to open it. You can't get a good enough grip on the sides to actually use the lip that is in the palette. You really have to open it in a particular way. So that's that. Oh, I also bought the Tower 28 Daily Rescue Facial Spray. This is expensive salt water, but apparently it does miracles for your skin. And if you develop acne on your back or your shoulders, which I very often do, this is like a really easy way to apply a product that can help clear your skin. I wanted to try this on my face because, like I said, I've been breaking out lately, and because it's hormonal acne, not a lot will help it. I think I just have to eliminate the sugar and that'll do it all. But I wanted to see if that might help me fix my skin. Now, I know I said in a recent video, like 2 weeks ago, that I will never buy another brand of mascara again. I really do enjoy the Superhero mascara by It Cosmetics. I just opened a new tube and it does feel a little chunky. Like it just doesn't apply as smooth as my other bottle was. And so when I saw the Sephora Favorites Lash Stash to Go, this was $29. You get 4 deluxe samples. Each sample has about 0.16 fluid ounces, more or less. And this does come with a voucher to redeem for a full-size product. So I basically got a $20 to $30 mascara and 5 free samples to try before I buy, which I think is the way to go. I already know I'm probably going to redeem it for the Lancome Idol mascara because I hear wonderful things about this from Michelle Wong. I've heard good things about the Rare Beauty mascara, so I'm excited to try that one. I've never used the Huda Beauty mascara, but I have heard good things about that one as well. And then The other two I have used Tartes. I'm not a super fan. The Tarte, that purple one there, it doesn't wash away well. It will settle underneath your eye and stay there, and it's really difficult to wash away. And then last but not least, I bought another Sephora Favorites. This is $42, again, 20% off. You do get a full size of the Rose Ink blush in the color Heliotrope, which is why I bought this. I got a sample of that exact product months and months ago. I loved it. I've never used a cream blush before, but it's so pigmented. I felt like it wore well on the skin. And I was excited to find a full-size product at a good discount with a bunch of other things. I've never used most of the other products in here. Let me give you a little look at the Rose Ink. Ooh. Is this supposed to be a mirror? No. Yes. I want to stick my fingers in this so bad. This is such a nice little compact. It's nice and small, but it feels like a substantial size. And let's see. Ooh, I really want to open this gloss, but I feel like I should wait because I have so many other glosses that I've used and opened that I really want to make my way through before I contaminate another new lip gloss. That is it for this week's episode of the Threadsmen podcast. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far into this week's video, I want you to leave me the hair cutting emoji down below in the comments because I did cut my bangs. Did you notice? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you want to wear it? I think I like it. It's a little hard to adjust to because I feel like they're kind of in my eyes and I'm not sure if I want to wear them pushed to the side or more straight or just like split back down the middle. I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in a comment below. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you want to find me on social media, my name is Taylor E. Owen on Ravelry and Instagram. You can find me on TikTok as Taylor Knits. I hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and that you take care.